Hi, Mrs. Collins. Grant Putnam here, Putnam Landscaping. Met with you at your house end of last week. I'm going to be shooting you an email over here in a few minutes and wanted to explain a little bit about the quote and the design and whatnot. I gave you two different options. Okay, option one would be a patio that was level, that had no sitting walls, meaning that you could walk from this side of the patio and walk right off the patio to the ground level. Okay, and there would be no sitting wall surrounding it. You'd still have the barbecue. If you went with this option, it's about $2,700 cheaper than the other option. Okay. So to do that, we would still end up having to build a raised patio. So we'd technically have a wall supporting the perimeter of the patio. You'd have two steps, one step here, one step here. There'd be two risers, so it'd be an 8-inch step, another 8-inch to step on top of the patio. And you'd have roughly 8 inches coming outside of your house. All right, stepping down from your level, first floor of your house down to the level of the patio. The patio would pitch roughly 5 1/4 inches going this way, which would make water run off the patio. And your barbecue would sit roughly 42 inches, would finish roughly 42 inches above the level of your patio, which is standard for countertop height. Okay. Then we ended up drafting just a sense of what the edge of the bed could be, where the lawn would meet the mulch. Okay. Potentially two trees to kind of frame the patio, some stepping stones going to this, leading up to the step. So you'd have two different egress points where you could enter this way coming off the driveway, or enter this way going out to your lawn, which is lined up with your chimney. Okay. These are your current doors. There's 3 doors, double doors. So anyways, that was option 1. Okay, so let's look at option 2 here. So option 2, let's zoom out a little bit here. Okay, so option 2, you're going to notice that there's a sitting wall here, here, and one at the end. You're still going to need a step over here. So there's going to be a step over here and a step over here. The patio is a little bit smaller area-wise. Okay. You still have the barbecue. So the major difference, again, is you'd have a sitting wall that would be built 20 inches above the height of your patio. So this way, when you're having a party, someone can technically sit on there. You could put a glass. It also creates a little bit more of a room feel. Okay, so that was option 2. And now if we're looking at the quotes, okay, so as we're kind of going through the quote here's option 1. You're going to need demolition of the deck, obviously. There's going to be some carpentry work. We work with another carpenter, so he'd have to give you a price on that. But we could wrap it up under kind of one project, so this way you're dealing with one contractor versus having to deal with a lot of different contractors. So we do all the irrigation in-house, we do all the masonry in-house, landscaping. The only thing that we typically farm out is, again, the carpentry. All right. So in here, this breaks it down. I gave you 2 options for the patio. One option was bluestone on top of concrete. All right, so it doesn't shift over time. The other option is a type of a paver that kind of looks like bluestone. It says option 2. That's about 35% less in cost, so that would save you about $6,200 plus tax if you went with that option. Okay, you'll notice that price doesn't carry all the way over to the right. What I have included within your total price is actually the bluestone option, not the paver option. Then we've got the 2 steps, those are specified here. New England stone wall, and that, again, based on being option 1 or option 2, are going to be different heights. One acts as a retaining wall, the other acts as a retaining wall plus a sitting wall. That would be option 2. Built-in barbecue, you're going to need the components for that, and there's going to be a certain cost associated with that. I listed that here. from experience, it costs usually somewhere between $5,500 and $7,500 by the time you end up buying a few different appliances. The masonry build out for a 10-foot long built-in barbecue with multiple appliances, that cost is associated. The countertop, I give you a range of costs in regards to that. The lawn installation to fix the lawn from doing the construction work. I included some lighting. So you'll notice in here, I had some brick lights set within the face of the wall. So I gave you a sense of cost on that. Okay. Landscaping, I just want to give you kind of a sense of what it could look like with the major items. You're obviously going to want to screen out the air conditioners over here, 2 trees off the corners, and then you're going to end up adding landscaping to soften the patio. All right, that's going to require more design work. So if you decide you wanted to hire us to do the patio, then we can finish off the CAD drawing for you showing suggestions of plants and trees with photos and whatnot. Okay, I think that's what's going to separate us from most masons on this project, is the fact that we can handle everything and come together with more of a cohesive product that's going to blend in softscape with hardscape to get the best possible aesthetic. Also, it's just a matter of detail. So similar to kind of the detail, kind of how we're presenting this quote to you is how we manage a project. So this way there's no surprises, everything's very transparent. The level of workmanship is very high. You'll notice with different masons and different price points, you're going to get different levels of workmanship in regards to what the finished product is going to look like, and also how durable it is. So I made a point in showing you within the quote all the different foundations that we're using to actually support the masonry structures, and this way it'll be a product that will last a long time. All right. Extra items that aren't included are listed at the bottom. So you talked about possibly putting a pergola, which is kind of like that roof structure that will go over the top of the patio. We would typically recommend another company to do that, but usually cost range is somewhere between $10,000 and $15,000 for that. You're going to incur some irrigation modifications, which would be figured out once you finalize the design in regards to landscaping. Obviously the carpentry work, the barbecue components, new plants and trees, landscaping. Okay, so all those are all kind of the extra items that would add on to the cost of this. Okay, so currently option 1 was around $54,700. Okay, and option 2 was around $57,350. Okay, and I'm going to send and attach both of those to the email and shoot this over to you. So again, thanks for the opportunity. I would recommend calling any of our references, get a sense of how we are to deal with, and hopefully we can do some business together. Talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.